Will you be my girlfriend?
No.
Huh? But you're not with anyone right now, are you?
That doesn't give me a reason to be your girlfriend.
Oh, wait, I need you to listen.
As she gave short answers, she left.
I guess it doesn't always go the way you want.
As she said those words softly, her words dissolved in the room. The male student stood inside the empty classroom in shock. Seriously? Even that guy was rejected.
He's really impossible to get.
I guess that's why everyone says she's an S tier. Classmates are peeking over at Dodgy as they whisper. S tier, huh? I couldn't help but say it out loud as I heard the pathetic conversation. I naturally overheard that conversation when I was reading a book. It's not like anything is performance-based, so it's really lame that they're saying that she's an S tier. I, Kosei Fukui, have a beautiful classmate named Rin Daji, who everyone says that she's an S tier to make her fall in love. Some people might wonder if there's an A tier in that case, but there is no such thing. By the way, considering S to be superior to A is rather a Japanese culture. You ask why I'm telling you that, I don't really have a reason though. It seems like a senior who's supposed to be the most handsome boy in our school confessed to Daji. And based on what I overheard, he was crushed into pieces. I'm sure his confidence was shattered, but it's also remarkable that Daji also rejected him without hesitation. Either way, it has nothing to do with a plain guy who's reading a book in the classroom like me. I'm very ordinary, but I actually have a small secret too. Hello everyone! Time for Katakin Channel. I want to introduce you guys to this book today. I don't stand out in school, but I'm actually a streamer. I've been streaming about the book I like since my hobby is reading books. The name of the channel is Katakin Channel. I don't even stand out as a streamer either. This is sad. I was depressed. I mean, I can't help it. It sounds cool when I say I'm a streamer, but no one watches my videos at all. I only have 1 digit of views as well as followers. There's no way I'd earn money from it. Of course I was about to quit anyway. Well, I wasn't really serious about it from the beginning. It's been hyping and it sounded interesting, so I tried it out of curiosity. I decided on my channel name only because it sounded healthy. It's not like I copied anyone's, it just happened that it ended up similar to someone who's famous. That was supposed to be how it was. Ah! I get startled when I get comments.
I read the book that you recommended last time, Katakin.
As I looked through the comments hesitantly, it was from a regular, First Flash. Thank you always for watching. I'm glad to hear if you liked it.
Yes, it's one of my favorite books now.
I give an ordinary response for the formality. But this is the second Flash. No, it's not. This is scary. This person's scary. I couldn't stop streaming because of one viewer. At one point, a passionate viewer named First Flash started leaving comments. At first, I was excited, but they seem to be too passionate. First Flash always comments on whenever I do live streaming. They always read the books I recommended and they leave feedback, so they're a good viewer. I started streaming without being too serious about it, but First Flash seemed to be too serious. I could feel the difference in the level of our passion. The other day, First Flash left the comment saying,
I'll send you super chats when you start making profits.
as such, but if that were to happen, I don't think I can mentally endure it. I'm such a coward, and it was too much for me to try and become someone famous. I'd rather have to be someone like Dodgy if I want to be famous. We all have strengths and weaknesses, but I guess this is something that wasn't fit for me. It's hard to become someone who's eye-pleasing like Dodgy. I shouldn't have started streaming. I was shocked to hear myself speaking, and I want to retire soon. I decided to study, just so I can switch my mood. Most people think that someone who reads books is smart, but that's not the case for me. Dodgy is so much smarter than me, and if anything, the guy who was rejected the other day is smart too. Jeez, this world is just not fair. I didn't do well last time, so I need to get myself together this time. There is something called exams that exist for students. Last time, I thought I did well. But there was one subject that brought me down. And that subject was...
Can I sit next to you?
Oh, go ahead. I was startled because of an approach from someone surprising. The person who chose to act like one of those people who choose to sit right next to you when there are a lot of open seats and an empty train was surprisingly dodgy. There weren't too many people in the library. Why'd she choose to sit next to me?
Dodgy, are you also here to study?
I was looking for a book, but I couldn't find it. As expected from Dodgy, who always gets good grades, I could see the confidence in her. Dodgy looked at what I had in front of me.
Do you like math?
I forced a smile as Dodgy asked me that question. I'm not good at it, so I'm trying my best to study.
I see.
I messed up with math last time.
If you like, I can help you study. Math is the one subject that I'm good at.
Huh? Really? But why? I was startled by Dodgy's sudden suggestion. I could have wished for this opportunity, but it's not like we ever talked. We were just classmates.
Katik, Fukuri, you're always working hard, so you make me want to support you.
Dodgy almost said something else as she corrected herself. I was secretly astonished. She's beautiful, smart, and kind. Does she even have any flaws? Thanks, Dodgy. By the way, what book were you looking for? I come to the library a lot, so maybe I know the book. Since Dodgy was helping me study, I answered that question to see if there's anything I could do in return. I had a hint of an ulterior motive, wanting to know what kind of books Dodgy reads too.
It's called 100 Great Escapes Around the World.
So aggressive!
Guys, keep it down!
We ended up getting yelled at. Dodgy, I didn't know you read that kind of book.
It was recommended, and I was interested.
You should probably cut ties with that person. Hold on. 100 Great Escapes Around the World.
I can't cut ties with that person.
I'm sorry, I was rude. This was my fault. Besides, I shouldn't be looking down on other people's preferences. Actually, I knew that book well. I wonder who on earth suggested that book to her. 100 Great Escapes Around the World was a book that I recommended when I was streaming, and that was when I realized. Maybe someone who follows my channel talks to Dodgy. That's such a coincidence, though, and I don't think that would be the case. I was slightly skeptical, but I can't ask Dodgy about it. I just decided to continue the conversation rather carelessly. What kind of escape do you like, Dodgy?
I know it's ordinary, but I like the escapes from Alcatraz.
You'd realize what a spoon can do, right?
If I ever get caught, I'm never going to give up.
What? You're so serious. So creepy. Anyway, I was surprised that I get to talk about something like this with you.
Really?
I thought you were a quiet person.
Well, it's because I'm always thinking about how to escape.
Huh. You're so serious. So creepy.
I'm just kidding. Maybe.
I don't think you're serving the purposes of making yourself mysterious at this point. As she smirked, she looked like a dangerous person.
Oh, am I bringing down my image?
Was there anything to bring up your image?
I just got a bit too excited to talk to you.
What? How? I never knew Dodgy was like this. Never judge a book by its cover.
I'm actually a very shy person. I get nervous in front of a crowd and my expressions get stiff.
I see, but you didn't seem to hesitate to talk to me.
Well, that's because...
I ended up raising my voice and forgot that we were in the library, out of the shock of what Dodgy told me then.
We ended up getting in trouble.
I never thought I'd get banned from the library. After being scolded badly, we were both banned from the library for the next 2 weeks. This is bad. Where should I study for my exams? I can't focus when I'm at home. It's proven that working remotely brings down productivity. There are too many distractions when we're at home, and it's hard to make progress. And that goes the same for students and adults.
Fukuri, if you like. Maybe we can study together at home. I can help you with math.
At home? At your house? Daji nodded quietly. Daji's house? Wait, Daji's a girl, right? Daji, are you actually a boy?
Of course not. If anything, do you want to touch it?
Touch what? Catching myself from almost touching her, I had to pinch my cheek.
Maybe I can join your stream as a guest so we can stream together.
No way! Never imagined you would be First Flash. I blinked out when Daji told me about it. I'm a bottom-tier streamer, and it was completely out of my expectations to discover that my one and only passionate follower was my classmate. Since when have you realized that I'm Katakin?
Since the first streaming, but I didn't think you would have wanted me to tell others.
Well, I probably would have stopped right away if others teased me.
Look, Fukuri, I wasn't teasing you. I truly like your videos. Actually, I like you as a person rather than your videos.
Excuse me? I didn't understand what Daji was telling me at all.
I said I like you, Fukuri.
Why would someone like you like me? I ended up choking my drink as Daji suddenly confessed to me.
Everyone says that I'm at S tier when it comes to how hard to get. What do you think?
I think it's super lame.
It's not like we're in a manga, so I don't get why people say that.
You shouldn't say anything further about that.
I thought the way you thought. You might not remember anymore, but long ago, you said that it's not like we were in a marriage party, so we should stop ranking other people around us. And that was how I started to be interested in you.
How long ago was that?
A while ago, but it meant a lot to me, and that's how I've fallen for you.
Yikes, I don't remember at all. I mean, isn't Daji being too easy?
So, when I was listening to your video, I immediately realized that it was you.
First Flash. I want to punch myself for thinking that First Flash was scary. It turns out that Daji likes me.
Oh, but I honestly feel like I failed to name myself. It's lame, right?
It ruined it.
I want to stop being shy, so I was wondering if you could help me.
I'll be happy to help you with whatever I can do. I've always thought Daji wasn't in my league, but in truth, she was just a shy person. I was surprised to discover this truth.
You said you do whatever I want you to do, right?
That's not what I said. You need to stop forging my words.
If I stream with you, it might help me stop being shy.
That's not something I can do, so no.
We might as well stream and announce that we're a couple.
In those videos, it's really messy when they break up.
We won't ever break up!
But we're not even together to begin with. I could feel First Flash from Daji. After all, they were the same person.
How about this? I'll help you with math, and if you score higher than 45%, you and I can officially become a couple.
It's such a low hurdle. Last time I scored over 60%.
Really? We can kiss if you score over 60%, sleep together if you score over 80%, and we can get engaged if you score over 90%!
That's a small increment, but you're making it so hard. Daji smirked again, and that was when I realized. Then, what happens if I get a perfect score? I knew I shouldn't ask, but I asked out of curiosity.
No rubbers.
Stop! Okay, let's leave this cafe now.
Fukuri, you're so proactive. I like forceful men.
Make me tired. I suddenly felt exhausted.
Let's study math in my room from now on.
What? I can't hold my sanity any longer. I put my head down on my desk. I haven't been able to organize my thoughts ever since the sudden confession. While Daji continued to help me study with math, Daji was super strict. That's a devil's method! She's a devil! The way Daji came up with to help me study was, every time I make a mistake of a problem, Daji would take off one of her clothes. Yesterday, I almost made her completely naked. And to add, we were in Daji's room. I had to give in at that point. As I was sitting there with no energy, Daji came to approach me.
The book that you recommended, Global Wonders of Water Purification, was super fun to read.
I'm glad to hear that. I really am.
You're crying out of joy. You're a very kind man, Fukuri.
Are you the type of person who only has positive emotions?
Correct.
I've never seen anyone who stays so positive.
Fukuri, I look forward to our study session. I'll wear a bathrobe today.
That's fewer clothes that you have on. She's wearing a bathrobe. I can't even make a single mistake. Daji went back to her seat all excited. This is bad. At this rate, I'm going to end up with a perfect score on my exam. As Daji implemented those pink numbers in my brain, I've been getting better at math. To be honest, I feel like I can solve any problem. I can score at least 95%. At this rate, Daji and I will end up proceeding to a lewd relationship.
Hey, what the heck is going on, Kosei?
Since when have you and Daji become so close?
That's right. The entire school's talking about you guys.
Huh? My classmates surrounded me during break time, and they told me a shocking fact. As I calmed myself down and looked around, I realized that I'm getting everyone's attention. It didn't come to me until this moment, maybe because I was emotionally exhausted. No, it's not like that.
People were saying that you guys were doing naughty things in the library, and you guys ended up getting banned.
That's not even true. It's true that we were banned, but there were extra false information that went along with it.
You better be honest with us. Did you really make Daji the S-tier fall for you?
Besides, how'd you even get an S-tier girl?
Aren't you guys ashamed of yourselves for even saying that? I looked at my classmates and I didn't even know what to say to them. Besides, these guys have no idea how scary Daji can be.
Did you guys need anything from my Fukuri?
That was when Daji made her appearance. You're jumping into this conversation, making it even more complicated.
Fukuri, no, Kosei. It's okay. I'm fine.
Fine on what? And why'd you suddenly switch how you call me?
Kosei, I want you to call me Rin.
Damn it! Her looks are so beautiful. Just the looks, though.
I like Kosei, okay? So I don't want anyone confessing to me. Please stop.
Daji declared to the classmates. The entire class was in shock. I thought you were supposed to be a shy person.
I was able to declare courageously, all thanks to you.
You're making it look like things are all well now. But what are we gonna do now?
I'm sure things will be okay.
No way! Are you trying to get me by surrounding me?
It's a basic war tactic.
I've been telling you the entire time. Things are just happening so fast. And I don't have any romantic feelings just yet.
You got me when I'm an S tier. You wouldn't dump me, would you?
You said it yourself.
I'm aiming for us to do a couple streaming.
Ugh, this lady can't have a conversation.
It's because I'm shy.
That's the worst excuse ever. Daji and I ultimately started a relationship after we became college students. We started streaming as a couple while we lived happily ever after. All was good. Stop forging my monologues!